Welcome you all students. I come up with a question from projection of section solid. Here is the question. Let me read out the question first so that you will get what it has been exactly given in the question. A cone base 40 mm diameter and axis 60 mm long rests with its base on HP. It is cut by a section plane perpendicular to VP parallel to one of the end generators and passing through a point on the axis 25 mm from the apex. Draw sectional top view and true shape of the section. So this is the given question for us. Okay. So try to take the given data, objects. What is the object given? It's a cone. What about its base diameter? Diameter is given as 40 mm. Okay, and then the axis height, which is given as how much? 60 mm. Okay, resting. How it is been resting? Resting with its base on HP. So resting with base on HP. Okay, fine. It cut by a section plane. So they are talking about cutting plane or section plane. Okay, which is perpendicular to VP. Okay, it is perpendicular to VP and parallel to one of the end generator. It is notable thing. Perpendicular to VP and parallel to one of the end generator. Parallel to end generator, okay, and passing through a point on the axis 25 mm from the apex, 25 mm from the apex, it having cut 25 mm from the apex. Okay, and next we need to find the sectional top view and true shape of the section. This is the demanded question in this problem. Okay, first of all, take the reference line XY, VP, and below it is HP as per the first angle projection. The given object is a cone. Just assume this is a particular cone which having the base of 40 mm diameter and the altitude height or axis height as how much? 60 mm. Okay, just try to position the object. Imagine this ground as a horizontal plane and board as a vertical plane. Its base is on HP. Even in the question, base on HP. Okay, this is how the object is being placed. When you are having the base on HP, in the top view we could able to see the true shape of the object. Okay, in the front view we could able to see the height of the object, the triangular face. Let me draw the true shape and the front view first. Okay, so true shape, it's a circle in the top view. The diameter is 40, so the radius will be 20 mm. Okay, so take 20 mm radius in your compass and just having a center, go for a circle so that you may get this circle something like this. Initially do very thin line. Okay, do very thin line. So here is the center. Now just divide it into 4 equal parts. Okay, even if you divide it into 8 equal parts, no issue. Okay, if you divide it into 8 equal parts, you will get more accurate shape. Here I am going with the 4 equal parts. So for that I am gonna draw a horizontal line. Okay, passing through the center and have a vertical line passing through the center so that the circle will be divided into 4 equal parts. Okay, I am going to name the base as A, B, C and this is D. And as far as the cone is concerned, base and apex, these are the generators. So apex should be specified. Here I am going to take this as O. The apex as O. Here is the apex, right? So we can take this as O. Then go to the front view. For that, take the projectors with a thin line. Take the projectors. From the axis, you can note the height. Axis height is given as 60 mm. rise up to 60 mm, okay, and have the triangular face. So it will be like this. If you mark it, this will be the apex O dash, and A will be visible from the front, and B will be visible B dash, and C will be visible, okay. D is invisible, which is lying behind B, so nearby B. Open a bracket and note the D dash. So front view got over. So it's a section, so no need to draw a dark lines until you cut the object with a cutting plane, okay. Just move to the cutting plane. What it is been given, cutting plane or section plane is perpendicular to VP. So the cut should have something like this, perpendicular to VP, and it is given the cutting plane is parallel to end generators. That is notable, end generators. It is this cone, okay. These are the portion we call it as generators, okay. As far as this diagram is concerned, end generators in the sense the line connecting O dash A dash and O dash C dash is the end generators, okay. It has been said it is parallel to one of the end generators, perpendicular to VP, parallel to one of the end generators. So I am going to keep the object, that means the cutting plane, something like this. I am going to cut the object something like this, just parallel to the one of the generators. Even we can cut the object something like this. This is also correct. One of the end generator, it should be parallel, okay. I am going to cut like this, okay. And when you are cutting, there is a condition. It should cut 25 mm from the apex. The cutting plane should cut 25 mm from the apex. So measure with your scale 25 mm from the apex. From here you need to measure 25 mm and have a marking, okay. And then go for a parallel line passing through it, something like this, okay. Parallel to O dash to A dash, have a line, so that your cutting plane will be passing on something like this, okay. I can say long line dash, 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 long line. This is how the cutting plane should be represented, okay. This is the cutting plane CP, cutting plane CP, okay, fine. Now see, when you cut the objects, it forms the new base, okay. When it forms new base, we need to specify name for it. So when you are specifying the name, see the cutting plane having the cut at the base, whenever the cutting plane cut the base, definitely either it can be top base or it can be bottom base. It carries two cut points, okay. If it cut the base, definitely there will be two cutting points. See, it is cut the object something like this. When you are having the cut through completely through the objects, okay, it have a cut here as well. In the rear side, in the bottom, it have a cut, okay. So that's why if it cut the base of top or bottom base, okay, we need to give two cutting points. So here comes I am going to give one dash, and one more cutting point is going to have. So for that I am going to make brackets. It's a invisible which lies behind. So I am open the bracket. Next, move to the next one. Here O to B dash and O dash to D dash, there is a generator line, okay. So there we need to specify one of the generator is visible. For that I am going to give 2 dash, and one is invisible. For that I am going to have the brackets. And then come to the O dash to C dash, there is a cut point. So there we need to have the marking. There is one generator point, so I am going to give this as 3. This is 3. There is no invisible. And after having it, come to return to mark the invisible points. Here 1, 2, 3 have captured. For this I am going to give 4 dash, and for this I am going to have 5 dash. have to give the visible points from left to right, and from right to left you need to mark the invisible cutting points. We know the portion between the observer and the cutting plane is removed portion. So this is the portion which is removed, okay? So that you need to mark this as a dark one, because this is a new face, a top face for the cone. It's a truncated now. So we need to mark as a dark one. Dark one. This is dark one. Okay. So this is the removed portion. This is the remained portion or remaining portion. Portion lying between the CP and the observer is a removed portion. After having the conclusion, come to the top view to mark the sectional top view or sectional plan of the objects. Okay. It is so easy. From the cutting points, take the projector to the next. So I am having the projector. Okay. I just having the projector with a thin line. See, the first point is between the base A dash and B dash. So there will be a cutting between A dash and B dash. It will be your 1. Okay, it is between A dash and B dash the base. So I have done the projector, and between the A dash and B dash you will get a cut or intersection. You have to mention as 1. See, the fifth cutting point is between A dash and D dash in the rear side. Okay, D dash and A dash. So when you get the projector, we get fifth point between A dash and D dash. The same projector it lies. What about the next 3 and 4? If you take the projector, just it passes through the line. Okay, because this second and fourth line is between O and B and O and A. Am I right? O and D, O and B. If you take the projector, it passes through the same line. We cannot get the intersection point. So what we have to do is, here we have to do one thing. So we need to get the measurement. So for that, from this cut point, we need to take the line to the end generator. Okay, line to the end generator, something like this. Afterwards, drop the line to the generator which is parallel to previous view. That means for the VP which is parallel, we have to bring it. So here O to A is parallel, so I am bringing here. Okay, from the end generator I have brought the line to OA. Since this OA is parallel to VP, that particular line will show the true length or true measurement. So afterwards what we have to do is, we have to take the just a semicircle, or else just we need to take a cut. See here, the second is between O and B. O and B is here. So take your compass, take this measurement, have a arc, so that you will get a cut point. So this becomes your 2. C4 where it is present between O to D. O to D is here. Okay, O to D is here. Take the compass, have a arc, so that it goes like this. By taking the measurement, have a arc. So it goes like this. This will be your 4th point, 4th cutting point. What is next? Third one. Am I right? Its third is between O to C. It is easy. Drop a projector to the apex O to C. You get an intersection point. It becomes your third. Now just go for a dark line for the points which we have taken in the top view. 1 to 5 I have drawn a straight line because it's cut on the base. So when it cut it's okay, it will give the observation just like a straight line. Okay, so I have drawn a straight line, and afterwards these are the things or in the generators. So it will be curves. So with the help of free hand you need to connect one another to the chosen point, so that comes like this. Okay, comes like this. So this is the O and this is the portion. So this is the sectioned region, okay, so that we can make the hatchings for it. The hatching should be maintained 45-degree inclination and with a gap of 3 mm, okay, the gap of 3 mm. When you are having a look from the top, this section will be visible as well. The portion of these kind of generators will be visible from the top. So we can make this as well a dark line, this as well a dark line. When you are having the look, the section portion will be visible as well the generators will be visible. So you can make dark lines. By having the freehand, you can make a dark line with the 2H pencil, with the HP pencil. Okay, fine. What is next? This is the sectional top view. Got over. The first question is over. And next is a true shape of section. How will you make the true shape? By having the axillary plane parallel to the cutting plane. Am I right? Parallel to the cutting plane. So here is the cutting plane. So have the axillary plane just parallel to it. So here have drawn the axillary cutting plane. I'm going to name it as H1 and Y1. Okay. So now in order to get the true shape, just go for a projector from 1, 2, 3 and 4. Have a projector. So the line will come like this manner. Line will come like this manner. What is the next procedure? We need to take the perpendicular distance from the top view. So here is the first point. Just measure the perpendicular distance from HY reference line. Just take the measurement and keeping at the same respective projector line, have a cut. Have a cut. So approximately here you will get the cut mark. This would be your 1. And then measure the 5. Measure the 5. Since it is in the same projector, I am going to measure the 5. Take the perpendicular distance from HY reference line and from the new reference line have a cut so that you will get the fifth point, fifth cutting point. Okay, this one we can name as 1 1 and this one as 5 1. Since we need to quite differentiate the true shape, I am going to take this as 1 1 and 5 1. Okay, and then what about the second one? Take the measurement of perpendicular distance in the same respective line, have a cut so that you will get 2 1. Now take the measurement of 4 from the reference line. Okay, from the new reference line, just convey the measurement, you will get the 4 1. What about the third one? Take the perpendicular distance from the reference line. From the new reference line, have a cut, you get 3 1. If you join all those picked points one to another, you will know the formation of the true shape of the section. 1 to 5 should be taken as a straight line, and then all the things we need to take as a what? Curve, right? The freehand you need to make all the lines like 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 5 you need to like note as a, but with the freehand you need to note it down. Okay, and then section 8, the section line should be maintained with unique spacing 3 mm gap, and this inclination should be 45 degree. So this is the true shape and this is the sectional top view. You have completed the question. Afterwards, you need to specify the measurement. So here, the diameter of the base should be specified. So for that, I have taken the dimension line like this. Okay. After having it, just I am going to capture 40 mm, something like this. It's a diameter. So notice pi 40 mm above the line. Next, what about the height of the axis? 60 mm, right? So note 60 mm above the line. Any other dimension? Inclination of the cutting plane is given. No, there is no cutting plane. It's parallel to end generators and 25 mm from the apex, right? So we can show here. So here is the HZ point. Okay. So 25 mm from the apex. So from the point you need to take a horizontal line. From the apex take a horizontal line and just have a parallel line to the axis and right above the line 25. Okay. We have completed. At last you need to capture a note about the dimension. Can write all dimensions are in mm. All dimensions are in mm. Okay. Also you can write about the scale. Here the scale is 1:1 since we didn't change anything from the question. As it given in the question, we have captured on the profile. So we can write the scale as 1:1. Okay. I hope you understood how to work when you are having such conditions and such kind of questions. Okay. Hope you understood. Thank you so much.